Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be doing an almond set. So with my client today, she was giving me hell, okay? She wanted long almond. Well, at first she wanted short almond. So then I put short almond tips, and then she like, those look like they're going to be too short. And I'm like, they really not that short. When people say they want short, this is the short almond tips I use. So I literally put it on her hands, let her see how they look, and she was like, no, these are too short, take it off. And I'm just like, oh my god, like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I just did all of this work, put the nail tips on, and look, this is her. I'm showing her the nail tips, and she's just looking like, oh no, they too short. And I'm like, they really not that short. So let me go ahead and put the other nail tips on, and then I will shape it so you can see how they really look. But she like, oh, they short, and then she didn't like how rounded they looked it. But I'm like, it's not gonna look that round. Once I shape it up, it's gonna be a lot skinnier. So me and this client was literally sitting there going back and forth, and I'm just like, oh my god, you know what, let me just give her what she wants. A lot of times as a nail tech, you get people that come in your chair and they don't even know what they want when they sit in your chair. So you do something and it's like, oh no, I don't want that, or yes, no, whatever. But it's just kind of like sometimes it be annoying. And I always advise clients, when you're sitting in somebody's chair, know what you want, because you're wasting people's time. Like me, I be having clients back to back, so me having to take off the nails, put the nails on, take it off, and then shape it, do all that extra stuff, and then you don't want that, it takes up too much of time, and nails already take a long time to do. So it's just kind of annoying when you have people that they don't think about your other clients. So sometimes you gotta really put your clients in their place, like, hey, stop wasting my time. This is what, are you sure you want to do this? Because I had this one client, right? Every time she sits in my chair, she always want this specific thing and then say, no, I don't want that. Then I'd be like, are you sure? Do you like, let me give you a prime example. I did her nails the other day. It's not this client I'm talking about, it's another client. I did her nails the other day, and she's like, oh, I want a color that's gonna match my toes, where she did her toes somewhere else. So I was like, okay, yeah. The closest color to that is like this Valentino prettiest pink that I have. So I'm like, yeah, that's the color we're gonna use. And she wanted a French. So I told her, I said, okay, this is the base color. Then she's like, oh no, that color looks too light. Let me give me a different pink to choose from. So I did a different pink, and she's like, oh no, that's not the color. Once I started using it on her, I done put a whole layer of acrylic on it. I did the whole entire pinky nail, and she like, oh, that's not the color. And I'm like, yeah, because I told you which color was closer to your toes, and you decided you want to tell me something different. Sometimes if you're not a nail tech, shut up and let your nail tech work and do what they want to do, because they know what they're doing. Instead of having a client that's literally don't do nails, you don't know the difference between a light pink and a dark pink, and then you think, oh yeah, this is what you want, and then it's not what you want. I literally told her, she's like, oh, can you take the nail off and do it over? And I said, no, I cannot do that, because I have other clients. See, with this client right now in the chair, she only did, it was easy. It was just the nail tips, change it, not that hard. It is what it is. But once you lay the acrylic down, that's a lot more work. That means I have to wait for the acrylic to dry, soak it off, take it off. Like, that's too much work. And people don't be understanding that. Stop coming in your nail tech's chair and giving them a hard time, because that's going to get you banned. I literally had to tell my client the other day, like, listen, if you don't get your shit together, I'm going to ban you. Like, you're not going to come in my chair no more. Like, it's all fun and games. But when it gets to the point where I am getting pushed, like the time is being pushed back because I'm pushing my other client that's sitting there waiting, no, like, I don't have time to be sitting here wasting time with you. So it's like sometimes you guys have to be strict on your client and stick to your rules because they will run over you. Clients feel like sometimes they run your business, and it's like, you don't run my business. And I have to tell clients that all the time. You do not run my business. I run my business. I run my business the way I want to run it. So if I want to take clients today, I take clients today. If I don't want to take clients today, I don't take clients today. So it's all up to me. Some clients think they could push over you, and if you so nice and, oh yeah, she don't mind if I'm 20-30 minutes late. No, I'm nice, but don't mess with my time. Cause one time is money. Like, you cannot sit here and waste people's time. And I tell my clients that all the time. One thing I can say is I don't have too much clients that's like picky or that don't speak up for, like, when they don't like something. And that's okay. It's okay for you not to like something and you tell your nail tech, like, hey, I don't like the way this look, or maybe can we change this design or whatever. But tell them ahead of time. Don't wait till when the nail is completely done, you leave, you're done, and you're like, oh, I don't like it. No, tell them right then and there so that way they can change or fix the problem. Don't wait till when your client, your nail tech done showed you the color that you wanted, and then you like, oh no, I don't like the color. Like, I already showed you the color. You picked the color, and then you want to change it. It's a whole different ball game when it's come down to acrylic, because acrylic, if it's still wet, I can wipe it off. But if it's dry, I can't do anything. I have to literally soak it off. But with gel polish, I could just literally wipe it off and, do a different color or whatever. But it's a lot harder with acrylic, and people don't understand. Don't wait last minute. Like, literally, my client, she waited until I done placed multiple beads on her nail, did the entire nail, built the apex, did the cuticle area work. Everything is, the nail is a nail. I built the entire nail with the acrylic. And then on top of that, she was getting extra long nails. So extra long nails, that's a lot of fucking work just to do on one pinky nail, and you want to change it because you're saying it's not matching your toenails when I told you it was not going to match your toenails. So you know what I did? I told her I'm not taking it off. I really did. Like, I told her that. I said, I told you already. Like, oh, is there anything you can do? No, there's nothing I can do. Like, I already placed the nail down. Like, I can't do anything about it. Unless you want to pay me extra to remove it, then we could talk about that. Now, if you want to pay me extra to remove it, then we could talk about it. But if you're not trying to pay extra for wasting my time, I'm going to leave it just like that. And this is not the first time me and this client had this problem. Like, I love her to death and she loves me to death, but she's a very picky person. And then it's like, I done got to know her enough, because I done did her nails. I've been doing her nails for the past 2 years. So it's like, I got to know her enough where it's like, I know you're not going to like this design. But because you see another nail tech do it, you're like, oh, do it on me. And then I do it, and then you're like, oh, I don't like it. And I'm like, yeah, because I told you I knew you was not going to like it. Because I like, you get to know your client taste. Like, the more you do your client, the more you get to know what they're going to actually like. Some of my clients that come and I be like, oh, did you see this design? When I seen this design on Instagram, like, I instantly thought about you. Like, I know you will like it. Or let's try it. Or let's try these colors. Like, you get to know your client and you know exactly what they will want. Like, for example, this client like her nails to be thick. So I'd like to add a thin layer of clear acrylic just to make it a little bit thicker, because she likes her nails thicker than I would usually do it. So you get to know your clients, and trust me, once you get to know your clients is going to start to appreciate the fact that you already know what color they like. You already know with shape. They don't have to constantly repeat and say, oh, I want white toes only, or I want long. You know what shape and what length they always get, because you're that comfortable with your client, and they're going to start to appreciate that. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys enjoy the application process. I did speed up some of the parts, but if you want a slower version, please comment down below, or you can watch one of my previous videos where I have my application process is very slow. Okay, I'm going to be using my Macart rhinestone glue to apply my rhinestones. And I'm just going to be placing it, you know, all over the place, not like skipping, not too close to each other. And I use small and big rhinestones. In this, I'm just free flowing it. I'm not doing it a specific way. There's no right or wrong way to do this. I just spread it out, and I could either do it on the tip, or I could just do it around the whole nail. And I decided I was gonna do it around the entire nail because she was only doing both of her ring fingers. So I was like, you know what, let's just spread it out everywhere. And I really like how this came out. It was nice, cute, simple, but very nice at the same time. So once I'm done, I'm going to go ahead and flash cure it with my mini LED lamp. And then I'm going to go ahead and top coat it and have her place her entire nail in the big lamp. And this is the final look. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and don't forget to leave a comment. Bye.